guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with the next update for my year-long project pan. I'm very excited to share with you my progress on the 10 products that I'm working on at the moment. But before we jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. But let's just start talking about where I was last month. So the first product I'm going to talk about is actually one that I rolled in last time. That is my foundation that I'm currently working on. This is the Revolution Pro CC Perfecting Foundation in the shade F5.7. So this is the one that I rolled in last month to replace the foundation that I finished up in my last update, and I didn't have very much left of this when I first introduced. You can see right there, that is where I was when I started, so basically the bottom of the line. I haven't yet remarked this, but I am so close to finishing this. You can definitely see like how low I am. And I definitely think this will be 100% done by next update. In the past month I have used this 26 times, and that's not every single time I wear makeup, but most times. I think maybe I've worn makeup like 28 times since filming. So yeah, I have really good progress on this, but yeah, it's not yet done. The next foundation that I have in this project is my Dior Air Flush foundation in the shade 300. This is basically a foundation that is way too dark for me and way too pink tone, so I mainly use this to mix in with other foundations, and I have used it in the past as like a cream bronzer as well. But last month I haven't done very well with this product, and that is because I rolled in this foundation here, because this foundation fits me pretty well on its own. I would say it's even like almost a tad too dark for me right now. I'm wearing it today, so obviously you can see that it looks good. It doesn't really make me look like too tan compared to my neck, but I definitely cannot mix this foundation in with it, so I actually only used this 3 times in the past month, and that is mainly when I reach for other foundations than the Revolution one, and I think maybe once I used this as a cream bronzer as well. But I do need to step up my usage on this, and I think as soon as this one is done I'm going to start using like a lighter foundation so that I can start mixing this one in again. But I'm not too worried about this one, because I think this is one that I will reach for a lot more once we hit summer and I need something to deepen up my foundations. The next product that I have is my Becca Under Eye Corrector, and I obviously have mine in light to medium. This is a really nice product and I do love wearing this. I actually got it into a routine now and used it every single time I done my makeup, and I actually have used this 30 times, so that's clearly how many times I've done my makeup since I last filmed. But it's definitely been more than a month, because there was like 4 days in a row that I didn't wear makeup throughout the past month. So yeah, but I do have 30 uses on this product specifically. So with this one, this right here is where I am at the moment, so you can see that I have started clearing out this side pretty well. I still have a long way to go, but I'm currently working on this side right there, so you can hopefully see that it's slanting down and I'm working away on it. But I think this will definitely stay in the project for at least like 4 to 5 more months, I think. I could be wrong, this is an estimate, but you don't need very much of this product, and I definitely don't want to waste this because it is a really beautiful product. And as you all know, Becca is going out of business in September. I did actually pick up like deluxe size kind of mini of this as a backup, though it's like half the size of the regular one, so at least now I have a backup of this, but I'm not going to open that until this one is done. Another product that I've done pretty well on is my powder. This one is the Makeup Gallery Smoothly Dusted Pressed Powder, and this right here is where I was last month, and I have used this 32 times in the past month, and this right here is where I am now. So you can see that the pan is definitely expanding and I have a lot of usage on this. I have been thinking about repressing this, but honestly I don't really feel like it's hard to pick up the product yet, so I might wait. But in case it gets really difficult to use this throughout the month, I might repress it sometime throughout the month. But I definitely think this should be done within the next 2 months, because it is my go-to touch-up powder throughout the day. Continuing on to things that I have pretty good progress on, we have my Hoola bronzer, and this has been in, I guess, from the start. I think most products apart from this foundation here has been in from the start that I mentioned so far. This one I did repress, not last update, but like in the month before then. and you can see here where I was last update, and this right here is where I am today. So you have a lot of pan showing. It's a very weirdly shaped pan, but I feel like that's kind of what happens when you repress something like this. But this is one product that I'm hoping to have done by the next update, because it is getting quite thin, although this cornered up here still has a lot of product in it, but it is getting much thinner, and I do use this every single day. It is the only bronzer that I'm panning, apart from, of course, if I would use this, for example, as a bronzer. But dedicated bronzer, this is the only thing that I'm using at the moment. And because of that, I do have 30 uses on this one as well. Next up, a product that you can't really see much visible progress in, although I have used it a lot in the past month, and I have used it a lot since the start as well. That is my blush from Clinique. This is the blushing blush powder in the shade Precious Posy, and as you know, I think both this one as well as the powder were completely brand new products when I rolled them into the product. I had never reached for them at all, so I just kind of wanted to throw this blush in to see kind of how long it would take to finish a brand new blush. And for now, like, it's going quite slowly, although like I'm slowly starting to see a dip. So I haven't hit pan on this item yet, but I hope you can see some of the slight dip forming. I think there's still quite a way away from pan. I think it will take at least 2 to 3 more months before I even hit pan on this, but I am using this most days. I'm wearing this today. It's my go-to blush, and I have reached for this 27 times in the past month. So 27 times is really good. It's actually the most I've reached for this in any month. I have actually reached for this 85 times since rolling into the project over the like 4 months that it's been in. So 27 is pretty good for 1 month, and I'm gonna try to keep up that usage to lay between like 25 to 30 uses a month, because I think that's what I need, and if I even want to be close to finishing this before the end of the year. The next product that I have is first of my 2 eyeliners that is in this project, and we have my it's called the makeup liner, and it's in the shade 2. Don't know where this comes from. I got it from my mom, and I don't know the actual brand. It just says makeup liner on it, but this one I have been working really hard on in the past month. I think mention in the last month that I really wanted to step up my usage game on this, and I have been. So I actually started experimenting on this because I think this is getting a little bit old now, and it's starting to irritate my eyes when I use it around my eyes. So I thought, is there any way I can use this like not irritating my eyes and not risking that? And I've realized that I can actually use this as like a face kind of highlighter in specific areas. So what I do now with this is I highlight my Cupid's bow with this every single day, as well as my brow bone highlight. So every single day, if you see my videos, brow bone highlight is most likely this. Sometimes I top it with an eyeshadow, but it's most likely just this on its own. And because I have used it that way, I have gotten a really good amount of progress in this over the past month, and I'm excited to show you my progress lines. So you can see right there that that is my progress lines. So I was all the way up here when I started first update, and you can see, and I did definitely have a lot more progress this month than I have recently, and that is because I have used it in that manner. But I think I am getting closer to finishing this up. I mean, it does look like you have a lot of progress left if you just look at the size of the pencil, but if you actually look at it, it's getting really small. And of course, when the cap kind of goes all the way down, you can't sharpen it anymore. That's when it's going to be done. So if you look at like what product is here, that's actually all I have left. So hopefully this won't take more than maybe 3 more months, but we'll see. I have been enjoying it using the way that I mentioned, so hopefully it will continue moving faster than it has in previous months. And I don't know if I mentioned, but I have used that eyeliner 25 times in the past month. The next eyeliner is my Colourpop cream gel liner in the shade Zulu. It's just this kind of turquoise shade, which actually matches my nails pretty well. This one is slightly more blue though than what is on my nails, but I have reached for it 7 times in the past month. However, this is all I have left. So you can see that I don't have very much left, and that is because this is starting to dry out and therefore snap. So with this one, I mentioned last kind of updates that I really wanted to get more use out of it and wanted to get more progress on it, and I have gotten more progress on it, but not in the way that I wanted. But I have actually decided to roll this out of the project because I want to continue kind of moving in a new shade of this line, because I want to get as much use out of these Colourpop cream gel liners this year before I declutter them at the end of the year. I'm going to declutter all of them and switch out to a different range, because I don't like that these dry out so fast. And because I have gotten so used to this over the past 3 months, and also this is getting quite low, I think this is something that I could finish up in my own time and not having it in a project, and I want to kind of focus on a different shade. So I'm going to go ahead and show you my progress lines first, and then I'm going to tell you what I'm replacing this with. So as you can see, that is where the creamy eyeliner from Colourpop has been. So you can see the progress was really slow there for a while, but then it's all the way down here now because of the breaking. It broke off like 3 times I think, and there's a little knob breaking off each time. So obviously there is a lot of progress, but like I said, I'm going to roll this out now because I think I can finish this off outside of this project. So the creamy eyeliner shade that I'm rolling in place of Zulu is the shade Puppy. This is like an orangey shade. You can see it right here. It's a beautiful shade, and I think this is going to work really nice for summer. You can see it right there. I think it's going to be nice to pair with all of the warm tone looks that I'm hopefully going to start doing soon, because I have been doing a lot of cool tone looks so far this year, but I'm getting really intrigued to do more warm tone looks because of summer, because of the warmer weather, and I think I'm going to get much more use out of this one than I have been getting with Zulu recently. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where I'm starting with this item. So you can see that is where I'm starting with Puppy. It's all the way up there. It's even higher than Zulu was originally, but I'm hoping to get some good progress out of this, and I think this is going to be a bit more flexible for me to use rather than that kind of turquoisey green shade that I have had in the project recently, because it's more of a wearable shade, I would say, with an orange rather than a turquoisey blue. So the last 2 products that I have to talk about are both lip products, and I'm going to start with the one that's been in here for the longest. This is the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet lipstick in the shade number 2. So this is a product that, like I said, I've been working on since the beginning of this project, and in the past month I have not done very well with this at all. I only reached for this once, and that is because I'm applying a lot of other lipsticks. I have gotten quite tired of this color. It's quite bright. It's quite like, obviously it's the color of the tube, so it's quite a vibrant kind of pinky reddish shade. And although I don't mind wearing this, it's a beautiful like formula, it's a beautiful color, I just got a bit fed up with it in the past month, and I decided to take a break from it and work on some other lipsticks, so that's why I only have one use. But I am going to keep it in the project. I'm gonna continue working on it, and I really want to finish this year. So yeah, hopefully I will get more uses than one in the upcoming month. However, the other lipstick that I rolled in at the last update is the Matte Me lipstick from Sleek in the shade Petal. This is what it looks like. It's a really pale pink, and I have done really well with this in the past month. So I did reach for this shade 26 times, which is amazing, and mainly how I reached for this was to mix in with other lipsticks. I was panning a lipstick in, or I am panning a lipstick in my whole collection project pan, which is like a deeper kind of mauve pink shade, and it's beautiful, but it was also a bit, I feel like, too deep for what I want at the moment, moving into spring and summer. And what I did with this is I just paired this color with it, so I put this on top, and that really made it a bit lighter, a bit kind of more bright and like fun. So I really got a lot of use from this that way, and hopefully you can see now that there is a lot of windows showing in this liquid lipstick. So I'm doing really well with this, and I think I can actually finish this up this year, which would be amazing because liquid lipsticks are so hard to finish. But I'm going to continue using this the same way, and it's such a versatile color for me because I can pair it with a lot of different colors. However, I did try to pair it with the Bourjois shade because I thought this could make this lighter, but the formulas do not like each other at all, because this is a very moussey kind of liquid lipstick formula that doesn't dry down. It's very kind of, it sits on top of your lips, but it's very soft and similar to the NYX soft matte lip creams, whereas this one is a matte settled down lipstick. And these two just did not like each other at all, and they just kind of balled up and just came straight off my lips as soon as I kind of packet them together. So these do not work together, but I'm gonna pair this with regular bullet lipsticks because I know that that works amazingly. So there you guys, was it for this update. I really hope you enjoyed it. When it comes to the next update, I think it's gonna be a really good one. I think I'm definitely gonna be able to roll this one out. Hopefully I will be able to roll out this bronzer as well. I don't think I will be able to roll this powder out, but I think I'm gonna do really well on this and at least have it out in 2 months. So I will have an exciting update in the next month, which is nice because since it's more of a kind of long haul project, it's gonna be nice to finally be able to roll in some new items. But that is it. If you did like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and otherwise I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys!